Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Super exciting today. It is a new month. Happy February 1st. Mike and I had a really great morning. So we were able to pay off our air conditioning loan. So a really great start for the month. I know that is really exciting for us. That we were able to do that. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So comment below maybe what goals do you have for this month, and if you were able to accomplish something great for the month of January. I would love to hear. So I know that this series is more about couples, and if you're not a couple, the 5 love languages, I just wanted to let you guys know, is that it applies in all relationships of your life. It's just, this series is like, I was doing the military edition and more for couples. But today we're going to talk about physical touch and why it is so important. And so if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Brianna Anninger, and I am passionate about empowering and inspiring people just like you to truly wake up and live. So we are on episode 6. I can't believe it. Like, look at this. We're almost finished with this book already. I could not believe it. This series is really helping me do my goal of reading books, and you guys are helping me stay accountable. So just want to take time to say thank you so much, okay? So if you're joining us live, go ahead and comment 1. And if you're on the replay, go ahead and comment 2. I just want to say that I appreciate all of you for tuning in and helping me grow and us all learn together, okay? So good morning, Kara. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, thank you. Hi, Debbie. So much for joining. So physical touch, let's get into it. So why is this so important? Well, if you go back into when you were a child, physical touch is probably one of the most primary well, I would say setting your kids up to have the best emotional state. So getting hugs and, kissing your children, it's just very, very important. So as we grow up as children, that is what is communicated. It shows how love is communicated through emotional, right? And so when we get into a relationship, whether it be a relationship as a mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, co-workers, friends, it all applies in all of our aspects of our lives. So physical touch, and we're going to not talk about the sexual physical touch because it's so important that we have that physical touch that is not sexual, okay? So hugging and holding hands are very important in a relationship. It communicates that you care for them. It communicates to that spouse that has that primary love language that you are proud to be with them, okay? So we're going to talk about why it is so important for that physical touch. And one of them is especially when it's in time of a crisis, okay? So we all struggle. We all go through our issues, with our relationship, with communication, of failing to understand one another. So it's so important to have that physical touch when you have a crisis. So we all know that we can have people, we can have death of our parents, we can have automobile accidents, we can have, diseases, disappointments are part of our life. But the most important time is to really find that person that you love and care for and really give them that physical touch, okay? So in a time of disappointment, it's so important to go over and just hug them. Sometimes don't even have to say anything. Just being held and hugged. Sorry, Layla, she always has to do this. That it's super, super important for your relationship. And the other one is, like when you're in church, that to hold hands. It communicates that it's that union between that husband and wife. And then some of the, remember how the end of the chapter it gives us some suggestions? So one of the ones that I thought was really interesting, especially if you have a spouse that is not near you, which I'm going to do this because this is kind of fun, is you trace your hand, and then you send them a card, and you send them with a picture of your hand. So when they miss you, they can literally put their hand on top of your traced hand and feel that connection. So I thought that was kind of cool. When Mike comes home, I'm going to have him trace his hand, and I'm going to trace my hand and see what it's like. So thought that was like really cute. The other thing is that I feel like when we're dating, we do this, but maybe when we're married, we don't kind of think of this. But to send a handwritten card, it really means something. And I was reflecting when I was reading this chapter and remembering when Mike was deployed, that when he wrote me a handwritten note and seeing his writing, it gave me butterflies. And so that is part of, it's kind of weird to think of it, but that is actually part of physical touch too. Even though you're not physically touching, it gives you, that feels that love tank. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So go and write a handwritten note so you can do it. I know a lot of times, sometimes that we write it, like moms do this to children, where they write handwritten notes and put it in their lunches. I remember my mom used to do that for me, and that was like so special to me. It really communicated that she took that time to make my lunch, right? And then also she would write really encouraging words, not just say like I love you, but like I'm so proud of you that you did this or whatever it was. So I remember that was really important. So do that with your spouse too, that, if you make their lunch, write a nice little note. If you have a husband that is a trucker like I do, sometimes like I'll write little notes for Mike to find like in his truck. So it just shows that, that you took that time to really care for your spouse and to give that physical touch, okay? The other thing is when you write that note, to spray your perfume. And then also, I think probably did this like in high school or something, that you put lipstick on and you kiss the letter. So that they suggested that too. And let's see what else. Oh, I thought this was really nice, that if you have a spouse that is gone, to have a heated blanket, use a heated blanket so your bed doesn't feel cold if you're like by yourself. And then also to put pillows next to you so you don't feel that you're alone. And then if you have children, to not let them get in bed on your spouse's side. The reason why is that when your spouse returns home, the child might become fearful or resent the husband or the wife, or mom and dad, we probably would say, of taking his or her space in the bed. So those are my tips, for physical touch. It's super important to take the time to hold hands, to hug each other, and just not have it like a routine. Change it up. One of the things I remember in the book too that they talked about was that when your spouse comes home, if you always greet them a certain way, to go one step further. So like if you're in the kitchen and your spouse comes into the kitchen and you guys hug, instead go to meet them at the door when they come right in. Or so don't keep it as like a routine. Like change it up, especially if your spouse is that physical touch. Okay, so that is our episode today of physical touch. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and comment helpful. if you maybe thought of somebody when we were discussing these tips, go ahead and share it with them. And I know that it will definitely help their relationship, okay? So tomorrow morning, we will be talking about the love language scrambles. I wonder what that is. I don't know. You'll have to join us tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you have a great day. It's a new month, super exciting, new goals, new accomplishments, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.